our pharmacy always it remains it's a green whatever that is there, like for evergreen profession for any time for at any point of time whatever that is there, any career opportunities, a lot of opportunities, job careers, everything is there, but within inverted comma the highlight is whether we are what do you call, like the opportunities are there, whether we are fit for that particular opportunities. We have to see, like if our opportunity is not well, will not come to us, we have to knock the door of the opportunity and we have to get strengthened with that particular thing and we have to move on. For that, whether we are adapted or how much we are adapting and how much we can able to get accustomed to that particular environment, it's a very big question mark. In these 2 years of your journey from now, before you will get all those inclinations, you will get all those knowledge and experience and expertise, whatever that is, so that you will become what you call like a skill-based pharmacy professional by which when you go out, whatever that is there, you will prove to be worthwhile for the pharmacy profession and also in the global village across the entire world. Before this thing, because as I mentioned, a lot of things are there to be discussed that I will have it in the second half. There are four this thing that even if you see our pharmacy, whatever that is there, we have diploma in pharmacy, B.Pharm in that is a Bachelor of Pharmacy, Master of Pharmacy, and PhD in pharmacy, postdoc, whatever that is. Therefore, what exactly is the difference, whatever that is there? Because sometimes, if you see the portions, whatever that is there, syllabi, whatever that is there, which has been regulated by the Pharmacy Council of India, the syllabus almost it remains the same, whatever that is there. If you see the chapters and other things, whatever the courses that you read across, at least you would have seen those are lateral entry students, those are done anybody who has done diploma and B.Pharm in the our students out of that, at least they know like what exactly is the diploma and B.Pharm. Almost the syllabus remains the same. But what is the difference? Only the depth, whatever that is there. For example, in case of diploma, whatever that is, it is only a do concept. Whatever the teacher says, we do. Whatever that is, without asking any reasons or anything. It's only that we have to just do the experiments and what do you call like we deliver or we make the preparations, whatever that is, as per the syllabi, whatever that is, and what we do is we sometimes we very rarely we ask like what. Therefore, that is what is the use? Why that is what is this experiment leads to? What is the outcome? That is your graduation. Therefore, next is whatever that is your post graduation, whatever that is. Therefore, there the this thing it comes like the more how whatever that is. Therefore, sorry, you have to do why whatever that is. Why we have to do this particular experiment, that particular thing, or what is the need, that particular thing. Therefore, when you see why the question mark, why, for that answer, you will get it in your PG. Therefore, next, this thing is, therefore, fourth parameter is your PhD. Therefore, that is nothing but where and whatever that is, from where I can get this particular thing. For these are all the things are there. For do what, why, and where. For these are all the by which, even though the concepts remains the same, the depth of knowledge, what you are inculcating, for that becomes a very, very, very important. Like, therefore, this is the different pillars or different what you call like knowledge based what we'll be learning through our pharmacy profession. And one more thing is like the last step is nothing but how, whatever that is there. Therefore, how means therefore how with all these things do what, where, why, and how it can be further progressed. That is nothing but our what we call as postdoc. For how we can do like therefore what are the various exposures, that particular thing. With that how, whatever that is, I think in our entire group, whoever is there in our today's whatever the forum is our Dr. Ajay D. Pillai. For he's a postdoc and he's done his postdoc from a very very reputed university, NIH. That is one of the world class university in the globe. Whatever that is, everyone aspires to be in. Before I want to do a postdoc, it can be done anywhere. Whatever that is, but the gold standard, whatever that is there, it is nothing but NIH till today. Before, because that is world's largest funding agency across the globe for such a, from a very premier, whatever the university, our Dr. Ajay Pillai, he has been there for 5 years, and after that, with his vast knowledge and research experience, once again coming back to India, sharing his knowledge in various forums. He was there in with UK and India, whatever the global consortium, this thing like that. Finally, now he is with one of the very reputed National Center for Cell Sciences, whatever that is, as a central university, as a central government, this thing like that. Therefore, we are very proud to have Dr. Ajay Pillai today. Therefore, once again, on behalf of everyone, I welcome Dr. Ajay Pillai. Now I request Dr. Basuraj to welcome Dr. Ajay Pillai with the token of appreciation. With this, once again, I welcome one and all. We'll have another 3 days of very intensive program for different, what we call it, heads of the universities and heads of the departments will come and discuss with you. We will share what are the protocols of the university by which the first whatever initiation we did from my end in the second half. We'll meet in the second half with once again very lengthy discussion with this. For today's visit, thank you very much, and once again I went from Faculty of Pharmacy from Anadol. I welcome all our budding pharmacists for the PG program. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your motivational words. My dear juniors, your wings are on, fly higher and higher, we are all with you. We now call upon Dr. D.R. Harish Kumar, sir, Head, Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry, to thank our beloved Dean with a token of love. Get ready to be immersed in the wisdom of our keynote speaker, whose words are not merely spoken, but are echoes of profound experiences and invaluable insights. I call upon Dr. Deveshwaran, Professor, Department of Pharmaceutics and Head, Drug Design and Development Center, to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Ajay Damodaran Pillai.
Good morning, everyone. So it gives immense pleasure to me to introduce the chief guest for the day, Dr. Ajay Damodaran Pillai, who is my dear friend. So, as Dean rightly said, he did his postdoc from NIH, US, and currently he is affiliated with the National Center for Cell Science, Pune, as a scientist. Prior to that, he was a grant manager in Wellcome Trust DBT Alliance, and before that, he went for his postdoc in US, and prior to that, he was worked as a faculty here in M.S. Ramaiah College of Pharmacy in Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry as assistant professor. So he is a hardcore researcher, I would say a bench worker who does not hesitate to do any kind of research activities at any point of time. So there's no timings for him to work. Whether it's 9, 10, 11, even in the night, it does not matter. So we can't keep on thinking about research. He's a true researcher by himself. So he holds a PhD degree from Bhavnagar University, Gujarat, and he completed his postdoctoral fellow in NIH. So he did his B.Pharm from JSS Ooty. So after his postdoctoral stint, he transitioned into science administration and worked with the Wellcome Trust DBT Alliance, where he is focused on grant administration, management in the field of biomedical research. And currently he is the grant manager at the National Center for Cell Sciences, Pune, where he has established a project management cell, which supports the management of research projects, including the recruitment, grant formulation, and collaboration facilitation. He is contributed in the policy writing, helping in the formulation of guidelines and policies on entrepreneurship, the project management, intellectual property rights, corporate and social responsibility. He had conducted research on malaria, especially validating a chloride ion channel as a potential drug target for the disease. His research has been published in several reputable scientific journals with a high impact factor. So, throughout his career, he has received awards and scholarship, including the IRMI Award from the Wellcome Trust GBT India Alliance and the Fellow Award for Research Excellence from NIH. He has also organized events and delivered invited lectures on grants writing, science communication, and research project management. Dr. Pillai's extensive experience in research administration, grant management, and science policies positions him as a valuable asset in the field of biomedical research. His combination of scientific research expertise and administrative skill contributes in the advancement of scientific knowledge and innovation. So, with this brief introduction, I welcome Dr. Ajay Pillai to share his thoughts with our students so that the student community will get benefited. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Dev. Now I cannot work like in the night hours and all. Wife will call me. So those days were gone. I just scribbled some points. I'm not a great speaker. So I just asked Dr. Bharat. So first of all, let me congratulate this inauguration ceremony for M.Pharm and all staffs, my old colleagues, Julie Madam, Suma Madam, Narayan Babu sir, Dev, Basura sir, great teachers, excellent teachers. I don't know about your NAC accreditation or your NRF ranking, but in my mind, M.S. Ramaiah stands as one of the best teaching institutions. Not because that I worked here 20 years back. I clearly know how much effort they put in teaching, and I know the students what they do after passing out from M.S. Ramaiah College. And pharmacy stands the best in my mind, not because I am from a pharmacy background, because I have the data which was presented yesterday from the pharmacy college team, which shows that this stands out as the best institute, and that is between us. Okay? So I'll start off with Suma Madam and Judy Madam because I know them better. The ability to multitask, running a family, playing the role of a mother, playing the role of a wife, playing the role of a teacher, playing the role of a mentor, a friend, a philosopher, a guide, it's incredible, right? It's not that easy. If I tell them to speak about their career, they can talk till evening, right? So anyone for that matter. The reason I brought up this point is in today's world, when government talks about innovation, technology, revenue generation, these are the mantras. They are not interested to know from which college you passed or from which college you did PhD. The only thing they ask is what technologies have you developed? What are you going to give us back? That's all. That's only two questions which we address for the parliament every week for the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha. We get questionnaires every week. How much money did your scientists use? What is the outcome? There's only two questions. Their multitasking plays a very important role. So, the first quality or attribute you have to acquire while doing M.Pharm is the ability to multitask. The ability to handle situations, the ability to accept defeats, digest failures, and to accept that there are millions of Ajay Pillais around the world who are million times better than me. Okay, that's a realization you should have in your life. Don't go behind awards, honors. Don't go behind mementos or cash awards or cash prizes. You should realize that there are millions of people around the world who are millions times more able than you, who are more efficient than you, who are more brilliant and intelligent than you, who can do much more efficiently than you. The same thing which I am doing today, right? So once you achieve that realization at some point of your career, you will start improving. If you don't realize, if you think that you are the best, your learning stops there. So as M.Pharm students, the first ability which you have to acquire in M.Pharm is accept that there are people better than you. Once you accept that there are students better than you, then your learning starts. So I was fortunate that I did M.Pharm from LM College in Ahmedabad, which is a very, very good college. And that was one of the culture which I got from the college, which I'm sharing with you today. That there were incredible, I did in chemistry, and there were excellent students who worked with me who were much, much better than me in doing chemistry experiments. And the policy which we adopted was learn from them and then apply rather than competing with them. Right? So let me use my steps. Okay, sorry. And the second attribute which you have to acquire is challenge yourself. When I say challenge yourself, uh, when you come to the college at 9 o'clock, the reason why you come at college at 9 o'clock is you have a timing, right? 9 to 5 o'clock or 5:30 something, right? Does your college prevent you in working after 5 o'clock? No. So, we interview hundreds of students every year for our PhD programs, right? So, this is a question I ask normally in the interview. Do you have a watch? So, suddenly mobile say, in the case, what's the time? Well, he says at 11 o'clock. So, this question was asked to me when I finished my PhD and I went for my first job in core parentals in Ahmedabad. Sushil Handa asked me, because all were MSc PhD, I was only M.Pharm PhD. And I was competing for a senior research investigator position in core parentals. No, not core parentals, GVK Bioinformatics in Hyderabad. The only one question which he asked was, yes, Dr. Pillai, do you have a watch? So I don't know how that answer came out of my mind. I just told him that, sir, I don't look at the time. I don't look at the time, I told. When can you join? That's only one question he asked. Okay. So because when he asked that, do you have a watch? And I thought that question is weird because that's not an interview question. That do you have a watch? Why is he asking the watch? So maybe time के बारे में कुछ sudden calculations went into my mind and I told her, sir, I don't see watch. Next question was when can you join? So this is a M.Pharm PhD from a average college in India competing with hardcore MSc PhDs from IIScs, IITs, premier institutes across India, who was the only one got selected in that interview. So it is not the knowledge which matters, it is your attitude which matters for interviews. When we select students, it's the attitude which matters. No matter you're a gold medalist or you're a, whatever it is. What we care is, do you have the attitude to work? And we can easily tease that out within like 2-3 minutes. एक दो question इधर उधर पूछने का, it will come out of your mind. What is your real intention in your life? Is it to just get a job or just do a form? There are many students who come and say that, why did you do MSc? Sir, PhD kiya. Why did you do PhD? Sir, MSc kiya. So, you don't do M.Pharm because you do B.Pharm. You don't do a PhD because you do M.Pharm. That's not the answer. M.Pharm करने के लिए you have to have very, very clear intentions into your mind that why do you want to do a post-graduation. Graduation gives you fundamentals. Post-graduation gives you time to refine your fundamentals, to brush your fundamentals. After M.Pharm, you do not have the right to ask any professor what is molarity or normality. Sorry. Whatever you have to clarify, make it right. M.Pharm is the last chance. Okay? After M.Pharm, people take different options as career. Some go to research, some go for an MBA, do a policy, some actually take up a policy course, become policy writer, some do a science communication course, do science communication who are good in writing and talking. People who are good in administration or not bad in administration like me, I opted science administration after my postdoctoral fellowship. There are many opportunities after M.Pharm. Research is not the only option, but the fun part of pharmacy is that once you learn pharmacy, you can handle any subject in this world. Believe me, because I have reviewed applications for neuroscience, public health research, clinical research, not because I'm a neuroscientist. We have that flair of understanding any branch of science in this world. That is what pharmacy teaches us. In B.Pharm, you have different subjects. So you will be able to understand what is the abstract of a proposal when you read that proposal. That abstract gives you the idea as to is that having a societal advantage or not. Okay? So make it very clear in your mind that you have not joined M.Pharm because you have done B.Pharm. Number one. Number two, you have to have a clarity as to what you're going to do after M.Pharm. Okay? Multitasking is one skill you have to develop, and accepting that people are there around you better than you. Okay? Now, once you do your M.Pharm, if you want to do your PhD, and you have to, if you want to stay in research, you have to start making a lab. For example, all of the staff sitting here has their own lab, right? How do they run the lab? Can you tell me what responsibilities they have every day? Any one of you? Let it go round. Any one of you, can you tell me the responsibility of the HOD? Baloo, tell me. You, Daddy. Yeah, you. Hmm. You are not a student? Okay, so उसके पीछे जो है that lady, yeah. What are the responsibilities of the head of the department in a college?
They should take care of everything in the department wise itself. They need to do everything. Head of the department is the actual person who is responsible for everything about that department trust regarding the subject, regarding the other faculties, regarding the students, and everything like that. They should be responsible to. They should actually nurture the students who are under them.
Can you add that? What is the responsibility of the head of the department? You can add. You can add. The one who's having the most. You can add. Chalo, maybe only, so that's okay. You just tell out of your mind.
The role of an HOD is to make sure everything runs smooth in the department and make sure that everyone is doing well in academics and extracurriculars.
Yes. Yeah, just one.
To make sure everything runs smoothly in the department.
To make everything smooth in the department. Is smooth? Can you tell me what is smooth?
To make sure everything runs in a timely and coordinated manner.
Okay. How for yeah.
So, sir, I feel, as I have said, HOD is the person who has more experience than anyone else. So, I feel, for example, if we are in group project, so they make sure that we don't make any mistakes and we are following the right path in the right way and we'll complete all the thesis or something like that in a perfect time.
मेरे side से last किसी को दे दो. Give to any one budding scientist. कोई भी let it go. You just use your mind. Exam नहीं है.
to be responsible of their own work and their students.
Okay, if these are the responsibilities of HODs, wait, you have said it. Tell me what is your responsibility as a student? ये सब HODs का responsibility है ना, smooth and smooth, right? What is your responsibility as an M.Pharm student? Utilize the opportunities. How? I was looking for a word actually. You're not thinking. डर के बैठे हैं भाई क्या पूछ रहे हैं कुछ गलती हो गया don't worry about it. So your responsibility is to facilitate the running of the department as students. What is the meaning of facilitate? Facilitate का meaning क्या है?
Ease.
Huh?
Ease.
Help the HODs, right? You have to help the HODs to run the department. How can a student help the HOD to run a department? Students कैसे help कर सकते हैं? बोलो.
Cooperate.
How can students help the HODs?
By cooperating with the HOD.
Cooperating what?
When exams are conducted or attending workshops are conducted, showing active participation.
Okay. So what is the institution going to get out of it? If you cooperate with them, what is the institution going to get out of it?
It always works both sides, from both sides. Efforts are required from both sides.
Okay. So as M.Pharm students, you have to first think about the institution, then comes the HODs, then comes your own colleagues, right? So as an M.Pharm student, your responsibility is you have to be very studious and aggressive. Absolute studious होना चाहिए. 9 to 5 कुछ नहीं है. It should be like morning 5 to night 12. Yeah. I told my daughter, she's in 10th standard. Morning 5 o'clock, I told her to get up. So she has 3 alarms: 5, 5:30, 5:45. 5 o'clock उठेगी. फिर उसको switch off करेगी. Then she will wait for the next alarm 5:30 का, right? Then last 15 minutes, which is the best sleep, she says, is like last 15, 5:45. So basically, I wanted her to get up at 5 and then shower करो. उसके बाद then I wanted her to study the critical 1.5 hours, like till 7 o'clock before she goes to school. And that's a critical 1 hour which she gets where your brain is very active. So when I say 5 to 12, it should be 5 to 12 midnight, right? You have to have a get up at 5 a.m. You have to have your exercise. You have to walk or you have to jog for 1 hour, or you do some yoga or you do some meditation. Absolute planning होना चाहिए as a M.Pharm student. 5 get up, 5:15 to 6:15. You do your practice, exercise, yoga, cycling, whatever you want to relax. You have to relax till 6:15. 6:15 to 8:15. Read a research article or read some papers in your field. 8:15 get ready, come to college. Meet your friends, take the classes, take the practicals. Take at least half an hour to discuss the paper which you read in the morning. Right, the research article with some of the students who are interested in research. Spend some time with the family after you go home. At evening 7 o'clock, I eat my dinner at 7 o'clock, but from 7 to basically 10:30, 11 o'clock, you have the 4 hours, which is basically adding the skill set. How do you add the skill set? If you ask Duni madam or Suma madam or Arisha, right? They will have gone, there's a book in chemistry called Stuart Brand Organic Disconnection Approach. Right? I used to read the disconnection approach. Disconnection approach कैसा है? If you have a complex molecule, it will teach you how to break the molecule and do the reverse engineering and do the synthesis. So looking at the structure of the molecule, you know how to, the last step will be the first step in disconnection approach. Right? It will tell you what are the symptoms, it will tell you how to reach the main molecule. Right? I used to do it as time permitted. Now you may ask, sir, पागल है ये सर? Morning 5 to 12 o'clock. Why do you want to waste time? I mean, in mobile, net, we are like, I think that that is the third point of my talk. That if you do not challenge yourself, if you don't push your ability, you will not improve. If you sit in a comfort zone and say that M.Pharm हो गया ना, हो गया बस. अभी PhD मिला तो करेंगे. देखेंगे. No. Post graduation is a very serious business. You don't have a single minute to waste. These 2 years are golden years. And you have to shell around 16, 17 hours a day. Very, very serious business. Right? So you have to challenge yourself so that when we get candidates like you after M.Pharm, there are a lot of people who apply for PhD programs in our institute. M.Pharm finish करके आते हैं. Normality क्या है? Just इधर तक आया सर नहीं आ रहा है सर वो. I know sir, I know. Polarity क्या है? Polarity, that was the thing which I was thinking first. पूरा mess up करके जाता है. Right? A chemistry M.Pharm students. I'm not telling that all M.Pharm students are like that. A crystal clear होना चाहिए. M.Pharm finish होने के बाद you have to have the organic synthesis. Whatever synthesis, roots, reactions, it should be in the fingertips. Fingertips में है तो you have to be thorough. There's no other excuse for you. You are here to study. That's all. 2 years sacrifice कर दो career में. Nothing. ये 2 years sacrifice किया तो then you will reap the benefits after M.Pharm. नहीं, this 2 years, if you are just continuing with your old business of hanging around and ये वो है, I don't think you can facilitate the HODs. So how can you facilitate the HODs? You should be studious and aggressive. Aggressive होना चाहिए. Okay, that's the point. Now, somebody told about training. आज ऐसा है कि मोदी गवर्नमेंट, with full respect to the government, I do not like to take 3 people and pay 3 salaries. I like to take 1 person and let them do 3 different type of jobs. Right? Multitasking ability किसको है उसको मैं recruit करूँगा. I don't take any student who is not having a multidisciplinary knowledge. If you are from Stutics, if I tell you, sir, what is polarity, sir, Stutics, sir, please go out. Please go out. Pharmaceutics है तो he should know the fundamentals of chemistry, he should know the fundamentals of pharmacology, he should know at least the name of plants and the medicinal uses, he should know what is drug discovery, he should know what is computational drug design, everything he should know fundamentals. No excuse that you are a pharmaceutics student. Because today's world are looking for students who are having multidisciplinary knowledge, please try to understand. Okay? So आपको पता चला 16 hours, 17 hours, why I told you? Now you are getting me. Why you have to do 16, 17 hours? 10 hours is for your own field, which is what departments you have? Only 5 departments, pharmacology is there. Yeah, the 10 hours is only for pharmacology. Remaining 7 hours in a day is to acquire other knowledge from other departments. You have to go into the pharmacy, you have to go into the students, you have to go into the chemistry lab. क्या हो रहा है? क्या projects चल रहा है sir? How do you do a reaction? What is oxidation reaction? How do you do a Grignard reaction? How do you set up a Grignard stand? Now all this you have to learn. That is how the world is moving. Please try to understand. Okay? ये सब डर के बैठे हैं. डरना मत. मैं डरा नहीं. I was just one among you. Right? मैं डरा नहीं है. Why? Because whatever I did with heart. That's the only thing to say. If you tell me, अच्छा ये रूप साफ करना है पूरा तो, I do not want anyone from Ramaiah. I will put all the chairs outside. I will take the mop and I will make sure that the room is clean. That is my commitment to my work. Whatever level of work you give me, I will do. If you have that attitude to work, I think the development will follow. So, over. Now, another weakness which we see in students is communication skills. They don't know how to write. They don't know how to talk. Elevator pitch pata nahi abhi, you have seen the elevator pitch, 28th floor, say, if you come down to the first floor, it will take hardly like 2 minutes. You meet a Nobel laureate in the elevator pitch. He also climbed with you from the 28th floor and you are both are coming down to the first floor. So Nobel laureate asks you, hey, what's up? What are you doing? Uh, Design synthesis, pharmacology evaluation of some 1, 2, 3 tricycles as unequal drugs. Is that how you scientifically engage with the Nobel laureate? No. So how can you scientifically engage with people? How can you, there are two types of engagement. One is scientific engagement, one is public engagement. Public engagement क्या है? आप आपका grandmother को बुला, grandmother बोलते हैं क्या कर रहे हैं? बस हमें right? So you say that, Ma, मैं अभी, I'm just trying to do some formulation of some, पता नहीं चलेगा उसको क्या बोल रहे हैं. So उसको layman language में you have to convert it and tell her so that she understands, right? Scientific engagement के लिए scientific language use करना है. Scientific language use करना है तो क्या करना है? Read करना है. You have to read research articles written by scientists, right? Have you read the research articles which are published by your own staffs? So first go and read the research articles which are published by your HODs. Okay? Agreed? Agreed, Olo?
Yes.
Agreed. So your first job is go and read all the research publications which has come out from your own lab in the last 20 years or 25 years. Okay? Second, so that will give an idea as to what is done in the department, how is the department progressing, in which direction it is progressing, what are the different bifurcations of research which is happening in your own laboratory. बाकी the extra 7 hours में क्या करेगा? Read the research articles published by other HODs. Right? That's a starting point. और आपको पता तो नहीं चलेगा केमिस्ट्री में हरीश सर अगर पब्लिश किया तो सिंथेटिक्स में किया तो you don't know anything about that, right? So catch hold of him. हरीश सर आपका एक आर्टिकल पढ़ा था, can I ask some doubts? His own work. He'll be more than happy to explain. Yeah, this is what it is. This is the mechanism how you do it. This is how you get the molecule. So the extra 7 hours is basically building the skill set, right? So you have divided 10 plus 7 hours. Once you have these publications read, you will, I'm sure that if you are told to brief in an annual function by your VC, can a pharmacy student come and tell what the pharmacy should do? ऐसा ऐसा आप बात कर सकते हैं 5 मिनट. You can easily talk for 5 minutes as to what the pharmacy college of Ramaiah is doing. Because you have read the papers. If you have read the pharmacy papers published by the HODs here, what is the next step? Next step here. Who are the people working around the globe in the same field? Right? Around the globe, who are the scientists who are working in the same field? So these papers will become a stepping stone for you to get acquired to the global publications. Global publications, you have to start reading. 1.5 years के बाद, you should be at least be able to tell which are the best 10 labs around the globe who is doing excellent research in your field. Right? Now, उसमें वो एक आदमी होगा who is a Nobel laureate which you met in the lift, coming from 20th floor to first floor. Right? You should have read his articles. So he will introduce you and he will, hi Jack, hey, what's up? I just read your article like last week. Fascinating article. How did you do it? How was that experiment done? Oh, do you follow my article? Yeah, of course. I have read almost all articles you have published. You see the scientific engagement started, right? So when you read the articles published by different scientists and then go to them and start discussing their science, they get excited. They get a lot of excitement because you are showing interest in their work. M.Pharm, so that 1-2 minutes discussion is what led me to NIH actually.
I met Dr. Mahadeva in one of the conferences in Bangalore, and coincidentally we met in the lift, and so कट से पता चला साउथ इंडिया से है, so after South India, sir, आप yes, I'm in NH. Oh, so what do you do in NH? I work on aging. So aging was a very interesting topic for me, and I used to read about aging, few articles. So I told him, yeah, I read some articles on aging. You know, how is this done? How is that done? I started communicating with him, and by the time we reached the first floor, we will discuss more. This is my car. बस उधर से बाकी हमको पता है कार भी मिल गया, ईमेल भी मिल गया. Now we know what is the way to reach the place, right? But how did it happen? How could I scientifically engage? Not because I'm extraordinary. I'm ordinary of the ordinary people in India. I'm not an IIT gold medalist. I'm not a university gold medalist. My scores were 75% across my studies. I'm not extraordinary. But when I was research coming about industrial, I was so passionate about working in the lab. मेरे को chemicals देखते समय खुशी होता था, round bottom flask, that multi-pronged flask, ये सब मेरे को बहुत fascinating था. पता नहीं क्यों fascinating. So when I got the PhD admission, 17-18 घंटा लैब में रहता था. क्यों रहता था मेरे को पता नहीं है. लैब में रहता था. All the 5 new years I celebrated by putting a reaction in holocaust. You might say stupid fool, right? But ऊपर रवि था, अभी सन फार्मा में वाइस प्रेसिडेंट है. रवि उधर एनालिसिस का एक्सपर्ट करता था, मैं इधर केमिस्ट्री का. Why I did it, I don't know. I don't have an answer. But उसमें से मेरे को कुछ happiness मिलता था. That I could say. That ये reaction करता था, वर्कअप करता था, उसको ट्राई करता था, उसको पैक करता था, CHM के लिए भेजता था. ये सब बहुत मजा आता था. And that actually might be the reason why I kept on staying in research. And when I went to NIH, all of this work, because US में US citizens के साथ और Chinese के साथ compete करना बहुत difficult. We work for 17 hours, they work for 30 hours in a day. ऐसा है वो. बहुत भयंकर है Chinese and all. They don't get tired. They don't get tired. They don't eat. हम तो आधा घंटा लंच के लिए तो लंच भी नहीं खाते, तब भी हम जाके काम करते हैं. तो उसके साथ compete करना बोला तो you have to have lot of energy and will and passion. So ये सब अक्सर करेगा M.Pharm में.
Yes, sir.
At least some of these attributes you should acquire in M.Pharm. Otherwise, your opportunities after M.Pharm will diminish, and then you will be forced to take some teaching job or some, पर उसमें ज़्यादा ये नहीं, right? So if Judy madam and Suma madam, again I'm taking not with due respect to all the other female staffs here, if they can do the multitasking and make their career progression. अभी मेरे को लगा 35 years हुआ होगा ना, 30 years, 25 years, 25 years of multitasking, family and work and ये सब बच्चे ये सब. Can you just imagine how they should have managed this? So that is what is required at this point of time. So take it very serious. Communication is very important. Working disciplinary is very important. Accepting that you are inferior to others. Inferior means don't get disappointed or get depressed. Just if you know that there is a way to improve, you just improve. So first, what is the step you are going to do? Read all the publications which are published by your own experts. उसके बाद फिर extra 7 hours में क्या करेगा? Other HODs का publication पढ़ेगा, right? What will that give you? An advantage of what is done by the pharmacy institution is MS. What is that going to help you? To read better articles which are globally published. right? A infrastructure में जितना कर पा रहे हैं, they are doing it, right? There are institutions which give 50 crore grant. They will publish in much better journals, right? So you will get a hold of those articles, then you will read. All of this knowledge, where is that going to help you? Lift Nobel laureate from 20th floor to first floor. And how is that going to help you? Entry into the PhD program, right? PhD में आपको interest नहीं है. If you are a good communicator, go to science communication. There are many institutes calling for science communication managers. We are not getting one. अब now अक्टूबर में इंटरव्यू करके आया. कम्युनिकेशन के लिए 10-15 लोग आया था. They are not able to communicate. They don't have the skill. They have not written a single review article in their life. Make sure that you write at least one review article from your field before you pass M.Pharm, so that you know exactly where your field stands. You should know how to write. You should know how to speak. This is the opportunity for you too. If you don't know how to write English or how to speak, take stepathon courses. Hindu is offering stepathon courses. Very nice courses. I took one. मेरा English उतना अच्छा नहीं है. Whenever I don't get the words, you can see I shift to Hindi. Right? My communication knowledge, I'm an average communicator, but I read. I read Hindu, I read editorials every day. I try to improve my language because there are millions of people who are better than me. I exactly know it. So we have to keep improving. Right? So communication, multidisciplinary approach, even other skill sets, collaborating with other laboratories, trying to read every day, skill up, update the knowledge, uh, get into scientific engagement, try to find global leaders who are working in your field, and try to get into best PhD labs around the globe. Not that M.S. Ramaiah is not good for PhD. If you get into M.S. Ramaiah, try to do a PhD in M.S. Ramaiah, get other colleges, do. But 1.5 years के बाद, you have to have a very clear vision as to which way you have to go. Okay. उसके लिए you have to have the attitude. If you don't know which road to take, any road will take you there. If you don't know which road to take, any road will take you there. I never knew which road is to NIH, but मेरे को इतना पता था कि मेरे को उधर जाके research करना है. So any road will take me there. Even if I don't know the road, if my ultimate goal is clear, if I have a clear vision as to what I have to achieve in life, any road will take you there. आप पहुंच जाएगा वो. Maybe it's a matter of time. गिरेगा, defeat होगा, depressed होगा, crawl करना है, कोई लोग हंसेगा, कुछ नहीं हुआ. So people will then laugh at you. Okay, crawl, let them talk, let them make fun of you, let your colleagues smile at you, laugh at you, salute them, tell them, Baba, you are better than me, crawl. You crawl inch by inch, and at some point you will see the light, and then you will never turn back. Okay? So that should be the message which Dr. Bharat I like to give the students today, that they should take this very, very serious M.Pharm. I told you that you are the best place in India. M.S. Ramaiah is, especially the pharmacy college, is the best in India. There is no doubt, there is no argument, there is no need to debate on it. There are tons of students these people have taught and trained and sent. They are all doing very well. So you should also make your HODs proud. The only way to facilitate your HODs is you become studious, you become aggressive, you become very, very serious in your studies, doing practicals, get into the depth of the practicals and try to understand why you are doing the practicals, what is the application, what is the industry application. Take courses, part-time courses कुछ है तो correspondence courses और patents में course ले लो, communication में you take some training courses online, or writing में you take some courses online. There are tons of courses for you to take online. Spend some time, learn, acquire the skill sets, and after M.Pharm, you must be ready to scientifically engage with excellent scientists. Okay, in 1 minute you should be able to tell in a very simple language what is the research you are doing, why you are doing, what is the societal importance, and what are the ultimate deliverables of the research. कर पाएगा? पक्का? Sound नहीं आ रहा है? So I will stop it there.
Thank you, sir, for your super inspiring words. I'm sure they're all buzzing in the world of pharmacy and Ramaiah. Gratitude is the way of expressing love and appreciation for the tireless efforts. I call upon Dr. Judy Jace, Associate Professor, Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry, to propose the vote of thanks.
Rumi, the great Sufi mystic, said, "Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond." And we are really, really grateful for having such an eminent guide today. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Judy Jace, Academic Coordinator of Faculty of Pharmacy. And on behalf of the Dean and the faculty, it's my honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks for the inauguration of PG Deeksharambh 2023. We started by invoking the blessings of Almighty. I would like to start the thanksgiving by giving glory to God. As William Byrd rightly said, feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a gift and not giving it. First and foremost, I thank our distinguished chief guest, Dr. Ajay Damodaran Pillai, Scientist E, Project Management Cell, National Center for Science Complex, Pune. Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation, sparing your invaluable time to grace this occasion, and enlightening our young pharmacists with your commendable talk on being studious, aggressive, and having the right attitude. Sir also discussed about the significance of time management and scientific communication. I request our Dean, Dr. S. Bharat, to hand over a memento as a token of our appreciation to Dr. Ajay Pillai. No event can take shape without a sincere, hardworking leader. It is the dedication and enthusiasm of our Dean, Dr. S. Bharat, that is leading the faculty to achieve greater heights. On behalf of my colleagues, I thank our beloved Dean, Dr. S. Bharat, for his stewardship, support, and commitment. A special thanks to my colleagues, Dr. Harish Kumar, Dr. Parashuram P., and Dr. Sharon CF, who has shouldered the responsibility of the week-long induction program. I am grateful to the parents for entrusting the awards to us and attending the inauguration. Rest assured, your awards are in good hands. We are fortunate to be backed by a team of motivated and dedicated colleagues and PG students. I thank all my colleagues for their willingness to undertake various responsibilities and carrying out their allotted duties very diligently. I place on record a sincere thanks to Ms. Nandini and Ms. Spurti, our MCs for the day, and Ms. Deepti for rendering a soulful invocation. Once again, I thank you all for your attention. May God bless us all.
To energize your brain cells, we have lunch arranged for you all at the launch area in third floor at 12:30 p.m. Kindly join us. Thank you. Signing off as MCs for the day.